Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to today's episode of Cooking with Chow. So today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. Recently, KFC and Pizza Hut actually ventured together to create popcorn chicken pizza. So today we're gonna be doing it, but even better. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna do a Taiwanese chicken pizza with a gochujang tomato sauce. And then we're gonna add some charred corn, we're gonna add a little bit of garlic, some nice fresh mozzarella, and then we're gonna cook it and top it off with some Thai basil. Well, let's get started. Here I have my chicken that I've already marinated overnight with some 5-spice, a little bit of soy sauce. Full recipe details will be below, so you guys can click that link to find out how to make it yourself. But we're just going to start with this, and we're gonna start with some tapioca flour. Make sure to get your stove going and have enough oil there. So I like to typically fry in my cast iron whenever I can. It's just much easier to use, so that's what we're using today. You wanna make sure that your oil is hot before you fry in it, so a great way to check is either with a thermometer. So ideally you'd want it to be about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but if not, you can always just use a wooden chopstick and kind of dip it in. And if it dips in and it kind of sizzles, then it's ready to go. Okay, so while we do that, we're just going to add some flour in. I like to wear a glove because poultry is, gross. Well, not gross, it's dirty. You can get sick from it. If you guys do want a more in-depth video on how I make Taiwanese popcorn chicken, comment that below and I'll share that with you guys next time. So I just like to kind of squeeze it gently to make sure that every piece is covered with that beautiful flour. So once it kind of develops like almost little pearls, you know it's ready to kind of fry. I'm really excited to try this pizza. I haven't had it yet, but when I was thinking of all the flavor profiles in my head, I think it'll be good. We're gonna see. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. Like, what doesn't taste good with Taiwanese fried chicken, right? So I'm gonna test my oil just to see how it is. It kind of like sizzles right as you put a wooden chopstick in. You see those little bubbles? It's ready to go. So what we're gonna do is just gently place each piece in. Beautiful. Oh, that sound is like heaven. And we're gonna let that fry for about 4 minutes. Slightly undercook your chicken, everyone, but not to the point that you will get salmonella, but to the point that once it comes out of the oven, it'll be perfection. Okay, this looks about good. So we're just going to take them out and put it on a cooling rack. They float and like they're nicely like browned. Like if you look at the outer edge, it's like. Perfection. Okay, sauce, chicken, clean bowl. You're gonna add a little bit of 5-spice, pinch of some Sichuan, give it that really nice tingle. Maybe a little bit more, because why not? Feeling spicy today. A little bit of some sugar, and then we're gonna hit it with a pinch of salt. And a little bit of some pepper and a little bit of some white pepper. The difference between white pepper and black pepper is it's more like floral tasting, I wanna say. It just tastes so good in any sort of Asian dish. It's a little bit more like a gentler pepper. We're gonna let this oil chill down a little bit. Once it's a little bit more cool, we're gonna also do some basil. in there, but that's gonna be our topping for a pizza. So let's move on. Okay, everyone, my mom would be very happy that I'm using this. We're gonna make some Thai basil. We're just going to gently fry it. It's gonna be hot. So have this ready. I would get a splash guard. I don't have one, but I would buy a splash guard. That would definitely help. If you don't, use this lid, and I would also probably wear some long sleeve shirts. Just gently put it in the flame, or sorry, in the oil, but we don't want it to become like really soggy and to have all that flavor gone. So just a couple seconds and then we're good. See, you don't want it to be too green. This is perfect. So next we're gonna start on is our charred corn. So I have some corn here, just some frozen corn from Costco, obviously. I got a pan going. We're gonna put just a little bit of some oil. And then once that's hot, we're going to put in our corn. Gonna let that char nicely. So I'm gonna cook it on a medium high. You guys like corn? I love corn. Add a little bit of some pepper, add some salt. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more sweet. So I'm gonna add some brown sugar. I feel like that will be really good. Let's try it. Mmm, yummy. Our corn's done. So next we're gonna start to rolling. I've already made some dough from last night that I let proof in the fridge overnight just to really help that flavor develop and ferment a little bit. If you don't have like good dough, what do you have? I think dough at home though tastes better in my opinion when it's fresh and you know exactly like what's going in it. Honestly, to make good dough is just yeast, salt, water, and olive oil, really. You guys. Woo! I don't know if this is a proper way to do a little crust. This is from my pie making skills, okay? If you guys wanna see how I make pie, comment that below. Okay, everyone, so we're gonna take out our pizza stone and we're gonna start assembling. Wow, it's so hot. So, I've preheated my oven to like 500 degrees, so it is flipping hot. If you're using a pizza stone, you want it to be quite hot. I like to preheat it in the oven for at least 30 minutes before I cook it. If you don't have a pizza stone, you can also use a cast iron pan. Works really well. I made a concoction of gochujang and some tomato sauce that I'm gonna be using. Next up, we're gonna take some freshly grated mozzarella. We're gonna add some corn. A lot of people, when I read the comments or like their videos, they said that they couldn't really taste the corn as much. So that's why I wanted to cook it and char it a little bit to provide more texture and flavor, you know? We're just gonna add some fresh garlic. I love garlic. Keeps all the vampires away. Okay, we're going in. BRB. Can I get 10 minutes on the clock, please? Our pizza is out of the oven. It looks absolutely delicious, everyone. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna hit it with some Japanese mayo, so some Kewpie. Now we're gonna hit it with some Thai basil. As an optional topping, I like to add a little bit of honey. I just think that it just rounds off the flavor profile with a little hit of sweetness and really just ties everything together. Okay, and I think we're done. Shall we dig in? Look at that. It's so good. Beautiful flavor of that crust. It's absolutely delicious. You can taste the depth of the pizza dough. and it's really been fermented well, so definitely proofing it overnight, I would highly recommend. We have kind of that spicy kick from the gochujang and that tomato paste just to give it a little bit of acidity, just to help really cut the richness of the cheese and also the richness from the chicken itself, because the chicken has been fried, so it has that really nice texture in there and provides that extra crunch, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then you hit it with a nice crunch of that basil and then a drizzle of that Kewpie mayo to provide a little bit more richness to it. And then the honey also helps to just, you know, give it a nice sweetness and really just help finish it off beautifully. This right here is an example of fusion, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We have an Italian pizza crust, and then we have some Costco cheese, probably from the dairy farmers of Canada. Who knows? And then we hit it with some Taiwanese fried chicken, some Japanese Kewpie mayo, and some Thai basil leaves. Too bad there's no Chinese in here, but I'm Chinese, so you know, it helps, okay? This is so good. I hope you try this out at home. I can promise you, guarantee it tastes better than the popcorn chicken pizza that's out there right now, because this is made with love. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys had fun with me and learned something, or try this at home if you dare. We'll see you guys next week. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, well, ciao for now.